Day, another live here on. It is currently 12:05, right at noon times in the comment section about what are my predictions for the cola in 2022, right? Do I think it's going to be 6.2, 6.0, 5.9? We should get an answer hopefully Wednesday or Thursday of this week, uh, because there's a lot of people anticipating the cola increase for 2022. And there are a lot of channels out there that are hyping up people about this increase and about potential, you know, amounts that people could get who are receiving Social Security and VA. But one of the things people don't talk about is as inflation increase and you're going to get this bump, well, what does that mean for 2022? That basically means that the cost of living for everything is going up. See, people look at the amount. Okay, say you're getting, let's just say the percentage is 6%, and let's say on average, people receiving benefits get about $1,200 a month. So you're going to get a 6% increase on $1,200, which is going to give you what? You're roughly looking at about 80, what? $82 or $72 more. So let's say you went from 12 to 1,300. Okay, but everything else is going to go up as well. Where you live, your rent, your food, your services, your benefits that you're paying for Medicaid. You think they're going to stay the same? Absolutely not. They're going up. Gas is going to go up. The Social Security system needs to be revamped completely. It just needs to be revamped. So even if they gave you this 6% increase, come January, when you get that first bill, you will see it. All you did was go right back to the same spot where you were before. And that's just keeping it 100. I don't like to sit there and tell people things that are just not true. Now, if you're receiving both VA and Social Security, yeah, you should see, depending on how much you're getting from the VA, you should see a nice little increase. But don't get there, man, and get so excited that you getting all this money coming in that everything is going to stay the exact same. It's not. You got to be realistic about this. When they give you an increase, that means what? Everything else around you is going up. Even here in Colombia, in December, they have a tax increase coming here. And the peso, dollar to peso, is going down. You will soon see people say, oh, well, man, I've been thinking about going to da-da-da. That ain't why they've been thinking about it. They've been thinking about it because it went from 38 and a half for a long time down to about 36. Well, that means what? Well, my rent has gone from 4 something to almost 600. I can't afford that anymore. I got to go. That's the reality of the situation, man. People get excited. People give something to talk about with these increases, and I'm glad the increases are coming as somebody who's receiving both. But I'm realistic about it. The part that they don't tell you guys on YouTube is that go look at what the estimates are for your Medicaid next year. Go see what your local utility companies are planning for next year, all of which are increases. The prices are not going to stay the same. It'd be one thing if they gave you an increase and next year all the prices stayed the exact same. They're not. They're not. As you get more, they're going to charge more. That's how that works. So the boat that you're in this year, as everybody's been waiting for this increase, will be the same boat you're in next year. Okay? If you didn't move at all this year, right, money-wise, you didn't grow at all money-wise, you think you're going to grow that much more with this 6%? Because watch. Last year, your utilities might have been $70 a month. Come 2022, they're going to be about 90 to $100 a month. That's the reality, man. That's what inflation does. Inflation does not sit still. The government is not giving you something, and then they just give you this without them getting something in return. That's the way it works. Everything is going to go up around you. That's why it's better to have more than one income source, to have multiple streams of income coming in if you want to move ahead. You cannot depend solely on this from the government, expecting what? You expecting your lifestyle to increase and become much better because they gave you a 6% increase? As a matter of fact, what some of you guys who are counting on this money should do is follow the news. Understand why senior groups are out there right now asking the government to give seniors a $1,400 stimulus and $200 a month instead of this 6%. Why do you think that is? Because seniors realize that just giving them 6% is nothing because they're going to get that money right back. They want the government to give them a $1,400 stimulus in December to offset the cost of Medicare that's going to increase in 2022 and $200 a month more instead of 6% because most people don't get enough to even get $200. You need to be at least getting $2,000 a month or more to see a $200 increase on Social Security. That's not the average for most people out there receiving Social Security. The average for most people out there receiving Social Security is roughly about $1,200 to $1,300 a month. So you're only looking at getting $70 to $80 more, which most of that is going to be going where? Back to Medicaid, back to medications. Where is this huge celebration? So you might get a net gain of what? $10, $20 is a net gain that you're going to get every month. You got to be realistic about this, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this to be negative, but I'm saying this to give you all the reality. Because there are people online right now, man, when I get this extra $200, I'm going to go buy this and I'm going to go buy that. Sounds great. Until reality sets in and you see, well, wow, my Medicaid just went up 60, oh no, not 60, but probably $30. $30 to $40 is where it's going to go up. Because as they give you more, they're going to take it right back. You're still going to be in the same boat. What I got on with me right here? Let's see, it needs to be 20%. The government crooks, they cook the books. Yeah. Let's see, what's up, Mr. Chance? You better believe it, whenever the government gives us a pay increase, you can expect inflation and taxes. I'm telling you, dude, people, and I hate saying that to people because people gonna get upset with this video and like, man, why you wanna say that? That's not what, that's the reality of the situation. It's the reality of the situation here. People live, that people don't want to live in the real world. They want to live in a fantasy world where all these things that's great that happen, but they don't look at the consequences of why they're doing what they're doing. Sure, they're going to give you a spec bump because they know they're going to raise the cost of everything going into the next year. It happens every year. Every year, things become a little bit higher. They don't just hit you with that huge sticker price at the beginning. They trickle it out, and as time goes by, things go up. Watch your cable bill is higher. Watch your cell phone bill is higher. Your utilities. You go to the grocery store. Milk that was $2 is now $2.25, $2.50. They're going to continuously keep cranking it up, and that little 6% that you got went nowhere. What's up, Mr. Miles? How you doing? It's a Jedi mind trick. Cell phone bill will definitely, oh yeah, I'm telling y'all, dude. I'm telling y'all, dude. Taxes are going to go up. Everything is going to go up. It just sounds good. Okay, it's a feel good to say, you know what? We only got 1.3 last year. We're going to get 6% this year. But then they don't tell you the rest of it. Well, Medicare is not going to stay the same. It's not. You think your Medicare that you're paying now is going to stay the exact same rate? You tripping. If you think your utilities are going to stay the exact same rate, you're tripping. That's the whole part of inflation. That means what? Things are going up. They're not staying the same. Property taxes going up. And for the person that asked me about when I moved back to the States, where am I moving back to Arizona? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. As a veteran, as somebody who's looking at this situation clearly from the outside looking in, going back to the States, there's only really 3 states I would go back to. And really one because of the weather. That would be Florida. Florida because no property taxes. I'm not moving back to Arizona because I end up paying property taxes in Arizona. I buy a house, $500,000, $800,000. You know how much I'd still have to pay in taxes versus buying that same kind of property in Florida, I'm not paying any property taxes. Or buying it in Texas, I'm not paying any property taxes. So, no, not going back to Arizona. I'm not going anywhere because California is really where I would rather go. But California doesn't offer any properties that are tax exempt. That just, no. Why would I would love to be in Cali. I would love to buy a house in Cali. But if I can go to a state like Florida, which really ain't my first choice, but if I can go to a state like Florida where I would be exempt from paying taxes, that only makes sense. That keeps money in my pocket, right? And that's just the way I'm looking at it years from now, going down the road is, okay, if I do go back, what's the best state that's going to benefit me? And right now it looks like Florida, not just because of that, but because of the proximity of a lot of places that I like to visit. Florida is probably going to be my best bet. Let's see. Additionally, folks are keeping their money in a savings account, which doesn't keep up with inflation. Yeah, savings accounts are worthless in taxes. Let's see. Cash in the bank is the worst idea. Stocks, real estate, or side hustle is better. Yeah, I mean, I have spoken about this, Mr. Chance, at length with people. And, savings account, you really think about a savings account, you're getting what? Half a point? Not even half a point. You're getting 0.002% of your money. And then they limit how many times you can even go into your savings account to pull money out. I think the max you can pull it out is what, 5 times you can go in, maybe 6 times you can go in your savings account, and then they tell you can't even take your own money out anymore. So, yeah. And I'm gonna keep saying this to people, and eventually it may sink in. You need to have as many income streams coming in as possible. I don't care, dude, if you go once a month and you sell something on eBay to get you another $300 or $400 coming in every month. Well, at least you got that $300-400 coming in every month that you can count on. Versus you just got VA and Social Security and you got nothing else, and you're barely getting by with that. I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I have streams, and I'm still creating streams because tomorrow I'm going out and I'm doing some videos and some photos, and I'm selling them back to Shutterstock and Picabay. Creating these YouTube videos. There's many ways out there to keep streams of income coming in, and you want as many as you can coming in to invest in other things to get more money even coming in. Now, it's not all about money. I don't want people to get the idea, oh, you just crazy about money. No, but you need money to live in this world. You can't do anything without it. You can say you in love, you can go out there and hold hands and sing Kumbaya till you're blue in the face. That ain't paying the man that owns your title. That ain't paying your utilities. That ain't paying for nothing. That's just saying that, hey, you love the earth, great, but you need bills, you need money, dollars, dinero, right, to make it in this world. That's how things are set up, period. What's up, free thinker? How you doing? Let's see, I agree. Florida is the only state I would consider to live in the USA. I'm looking at Tampa, Florida area, anywhere within 40-mile radius from McDrill. Okay, yeah, I'm actually looking at the South Beach, Broward County, Boca Raton, Miami, downtown. I know it's expensive. Before some, I already know, but that's where I'm looking at going. Maybe Fort Lauderdale area. And I've already looked at prices before people get on, man, you know how much it costs to live down? Yes, I have looked. I see one bedroom apartments close to South Beach, right around 7 to 8 grand a month. I've seen them. That's not what they are on average, but I have seen them. So yeah, but I'm actually looking at the South, Broward County. That's what I'm looking at right now. Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, Weston, all of that right in that area. That's pretty much where I'm looking at, because I'm going to stay somewhere I'm really going to utilize, and that right there in that area is going to get me closer to other places I would want to go. Either there or I actually looked at Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is interesting for veterans. You guys that don't know about the benefits of Puerto Rico, go check out what Puerto Rico offers for veterans as far as living in Puerto Rico and tax-wise. The only downside, is voting and a couple other things you wouldn't be able to do being a resident in Puerto Rico. But Puerto Rico was interesting if you want to stay in the Caribbean. But Florida is probably going to be my first choice because of that. I mean, if you think about it, for those of you who are currently living in Cali and you own a home, Cali gives you a little bit of a break on your property. But think about how much would you get extra every year if you didn't pay property taxes in California. Or for those of you in Arizona, you're paying property taxes on your house in Arizona. Put that property taxes in your account or put it in your pocket. How much more would you get? So that's what I'm looking at realistically. If I'm going to go back and live back in the States, I'm going to live in a state that's going to benefit me the most. And Arizona and California, there's really no benefit at all to me. Mr. Miles, see, PR, yeah, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. You guys should check out Puerto Rico. That's another one. Lost the Nomad. What's up? How you doing? So now, are there any other questions? Because this is going to be a quick video, man. I just wanted people to understand what's getting ready to happen after they get this money, because you're going to start seeing that raise in December. But come January, after the holidays is up, you guys should expect what's coming. All your stuff is going up. All this extra that people were accounting in their budget going into 2022. You need to get extra income streams coming in. Let's see. I thought that's tax-free for 100% vets. What's tax-free? In all states? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, some states require you to be 100% P&T. Like some veterans are 100, and you'll get, in some states, some benefits for being 100. But in some states, you need to be 100% P&T in order to get those tax breaks. Okay? So, yeah, it's not all states. No, absolutely not. No. It's more of your red states that's going to have most of the benefits for veterans. Most of your red states, Texas, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Oklahoma, states like that. But your blue states, the only one I know is New Mexico. The rest of them, they'll give you some kind of incentive, except for DC. No, is it DC? One of them. They'll give you some kind of incentive, but you do not get 100% on tax. No, you do not. Let's see what else we got here. Man, Puerto Rico is not expensive. No. Y'all got to up your game up, man. That's what I'm telling you. You got to get other income streams, man. Y'all, and this is not picking on you. I don't free thinker, not at all. But you guys got to pick your game up, man. Got to pick your game up. Got to pick your game up. Puerto Rico is not expensive. If you told me you were going to Chelsea, New York, yeah. You told me you moving to Beverly Hills, yeah. Puerto Rico, PR, no. It's not expensive. It's really not. If you are in any major city right now in the United States of America and you go look at prices in Puerto Rico, that is not expensive. No, it's not. It's not. Now, I don't know where some of you guys live. I don't know how you guys have lived. But I'm telling you, if you coming from Cali, you go to Puerto Rico, that's not expensive. You going from South Beach, going to Puerto Rico, that's not expensive. And you guys who've lived in this place know what I'm talking about. Because Cali, now if you told me you moving to San Francisco, you moving downtown LA, you moving to Little Italy in San Diego, okay. But Puerto Rico, no. No. Let's see. I thought about Puerto Rico too, but the hurricanes there are devastating. Yeah, that's my problem with Florida too, man. It's like you have to buy extra insurance for Florida that you normally wouldn't think about in other states. Flood insurance. I've never bought flood insurance in Arizona, and I've owned 3 houses in Arizona. I've never even considered flood insurance. But in Florida, yeah, you're gonna have to get storm windows and all these extra things that you need to live in the state of Florida and Puerto Rico. But uh, you got to look at the trade-offs, though. You know, insurance might be a little higher, but in some of these states like Cali, when it comes to property taxes, I'll take the trade-off in Florida compared to what you would have to pay for property taxes in California. Because Arizona, yeah, I'm not, yeah, I've done that with Arizona. I don't want to go back to that kind of extreme heat during the summer because I won't be able to just, once I get back on the caregiver program there, or once I get on the caregiver program there, I won't be able to just float around like I'm doing right now. So I'm looking at all aspects of it, like not just moving just to go back to Arizona because I'm very familiar, got family there and everything. I'm looking at the best bang for my buck. And the best bang right now from looking at it would be Florida. Because of things that I would want to do. I could easily fly here for a week from Florida and fly right back versus, 3.5 hours versus an entire day coming from Arizona or coming from California, coming here or going anywhere else in the Caribbean. So, you just got to look at what fits best for you. Now, I don't know how long it would take from Texas. I never really looked at flights coming out of Texas coming here, how long any of that stuff would be, or how that would benefit you coming out of Texas, because I've never lived in Texas. I've visited Texas many times, but never lived there, so I don't know what that is, but I know out of Florida what it would be. Let's see, I've lived outside of Oakland in the Bay Area, in the city of Concord, California for 4 years, love Cali, but real estate is too high. Traffic sucks, taxes too high, and no money. And no more Oakland Raiders. So sad. Okay. Yeah, Oakland Raiders. Well, and now they're the what? Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, man. In Cali, I don't know how you guys do in Cali, man. Because I really would love to go back to San Diego. I really would love to go back to Mission Valley and live there. But the prices in Cali, and for a dump, dude, you could buy a house in Oklahoma, probably with a few acres, for what a dump in California would cost you. I'm being real. Go, and for those of you that don't believe me, go, hell, you can even go on Craigslist. Go on Craigslist and see how much a house is. Doesn't even have to be on the beach or even near the beach. Go see how much a house is in Cali. Then go to a state like Oklahoma City, the largest city in Oklahoma, and see how much that same house that's a dump in Cali will get you in Oklahoma. You'll be surprised. But if you're in areas like that and then you're hearing prices in Puerto Rico and you're going, it's expensive, that's because of where you're from. You're not used to paying those kind of prices. Because if you're living in Cali, to rent a house for 38, 45, $5 a month, that's not unusual. That's not unusual. In Arizona, you renting a house, 22 to 3,000 a month. That's not unusual. But if you go down to my home state of Alabama, you rent a house $600, $700 a month, and then you go to Cali and it's $3,000, or I'm sorry, $4,000. You're like, wow, this is super. Well, you gotta look at where you are. You gotta look at where you are. So that they're not equal. So I know some of you guys who come from some of these smaller states and lived in some of these smaller states, you guys hear pricing and you're like, man, that's just expensive. No, not when you coming from major cities. It's not. That's just the norm. That's like here, like in Poblado. People go crazy when they hear 800, 900. Well, look where you came from. You come from small town USA where you pay 500, and you come here and you think 800 is a lot. You haven't been anywhere. At least you ain't been nowhere in the U.S. You haven't lived anywhere in the U.S. Get out in the U.S. and see what's in your own country. Then before you come to these countries and say it's a lot, you need to get out and see the world, especially in America. Because if you all come to these countries and you think 800, 900, 1,200, 1,500 is a lot of money, y'all got to get out in your own country and visit New York, visit California, visit South Beach, Florida. Go down to Miami and stay there for a week or two. Some of you all, yeah, you got to get out in your own country to see what's out there. Then come to these countries, and then you'll appreciate what you're coming to. Let's see. Have you ever considered Panama? Cause my buddy Urban's that's there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that pension visa because it's for life. There's no reason not to, but I don't think I would live in Panama because it's too hot. That weather there is like Arizona to me. It's just too hot. It's westernized, favors retirement. Whoops, favors retirement, and cost of living is good. Plus, you speak Spanish, even though English is spoken there. Yeah, but it's too hot, man. Panama City is hot. Nah, I'm not trying to go nowhere where it's super hot, but yeah, I'm gonna go get that. I cannot use this thing anymore because I don't know why it does this. It just goes dark sometimes. But I'm gonna get that pension visa there, Mr. Chance, and you should think about it, and all you guys should think about that because in Panama, that pension visa is for life. Even if you got nowhere else to go, you can take your butt to Panama. You at least go there. Let's see, time to leave the bay. Too expensive, 2-bedroom, $3,500 a month. Dude, I'm telling you, man, you guys who live in these small areas, and then y'all go places and you go, man, it's expensive. You got to get out in your own country because if you living in any major city, that's about normal. That's not an unusual price. What COLA and who's eligible to get it? The COLA that's coming up for Social Security recipients and veterans. Veterans benefits are tied to Social Security. I don't know why this thing does this. So whatever Social Security gets, the VA veterans benefits is going to be the same thing. What's up, Mac G? How you doing? Cost of living adjusted. Yep. Yeah, that's. I'm telling y'all, man, that is not unusual. You guys. That is not unusual for rent. If you live or own a home in any of these places in Cali, right? What were we looking? We were looking at Thousand Oaks in LA, Thousand Oaks. They had houses in Thousand Oaks. Wasn't even big houses. I think it might have been 1,600 square feet. And they were close to $1 million. 880,000. 920,000. The area was decent, but you're going, man, 920,000 for that in Arizona? Oh, you can get a hell of a house. But in California, no. You ain't getting much with that. Not if you're gonna live inside the city, no. Let's see, I'm planning on getting the Panama visa too after getting my SSVR in the Philippines first. Mr. Chance, I watched Bobby G's channel on that, and I don't quite understand how that works. Because I know it's something that they do for military, but I don't know if you have to be retired military or I'm not exactly sure how that works, that visa that they offer in the Philippines. I'm not 100% on that one. But I do know that if you guys plan on traveling and going out, and the easiest one to get, Panama. And I'm not going to even live in Panama. I'm just going to visit, but I'm going to get it because it's, like I said, it's for life. If a country's going to offer you something for life, you never got to renew it. You never got to pay for it again. You don't even have to be there. And they're going to offer me this where I can just go into the country and not even have to worry about how long I'm going to stay or what kind of documentation I need after I get it. I'm going to take that all day, every day. I'm definitely going to get it. But the one for the Philippines, like I said, I've seen Bobby D's channel as he tries to explain it, and I didn't quite get it. Because I can't use this thing no more. I know in the Philippines, you can go, stay in that country for three straight years, leave for 1 day, 24-hour period, and go right back in and do it for another 3 years. I do know that. But I don't know another country where you can do that other than the DR, where you can stay pretty much as long as you want, and then you just pay the fine for when you leave. And they have a list of however long you're there, you pay whatever period that you're there, and then you leave, and then you come right back. Same day, next, doesn't matter. So there are countries that are set up like that, but they're not all set up like that. Like here, no, they give you 6 months. Get the hell out after 6 months. But I'm telling you, man, it does not hurt if you can get a second place to call home, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how crazy things may get. And you're always like, okay, what are my other options? So I always look at multiple options. The U.S. is always going to be home. That's where I'm from. But I'm definitely going to get a passport here. I'm definitely going to go to Panama and get that visa. And if there's another country out there that offers a visa or any types like that, that's easy to get, I'm definitely going to go try to get it. Oops. Let's see. No other questions? All right, guys. But yeah, so just to reiterate, put that down. What I was saying earlier, this raise sounds great. And a lot of you guys knew this already. But I'm talking to the people who are probably new to the VA or new to Social Security. This is your first year getting it. And you're like, wow, we're getting ready to get this huge increase. Well, know that anytime the government is giving you something, they're getting ready to take it from, they're going to raise the price to get it right back from somewhere else. So nothing that you ever get for them is what it seems. Nothing. I don't care what they're giving you. They're going to get something back in return. And for those of you who are only on Social Security, it is not going to be that much of a difference. You may see maybe a $25 to $30 difference from what you're getting this year to last year. And that's because your medications are going to go up, Medicaid is going to go up, your utilities are going to go up, everything is going to go up. So I know it sounds exciting that you're going to get 6%, but the reality of the situation is it's not like they're giving you $500 more than you're getting now or $1,000 more than you're getting now. You're going to get less than $100 in most cases for a lot of you guys who are not even getting $2,000 a month. You know, you're looking at what, $110 extra a month. Watch and see what your utilities and everything that comes out. Look at what you paid last year and what you had left. Then going into 2022, that first year of January, look at what your bills are and see what the huge savings are. There's probably not going to be that much. Some people may see 50, 80 bucks difference. Most are only going to see about $25 to $30 difference between this year and next year. Watch and see. All right, guys. So that's pretty much going to do it, man. I just want to come on and have this quick conversation with you guys regarding this. Let's see. The military one in the Philippines is called the courtesy visa, requires military pension, retired military, 50 and older. Okay. If Social Security isn't fixed in the next 10 years, benefits will be cut by 20%. And I'm going to keep reiterating to people, Mr. Chance, get as many income streams coming in as you can. All right, T-Mix. Hey, guys, again, I appreciate everybody coming on and watching real quick. So until the next time, guys, I am out.